Alright then. Aubrey leads you deeper, and as that whole... Oh my god. Well, that sounded real wrong. Audrey leads you farther into the sewers as, her tiny hand pulls you along. She moves at a hurried pace. Now she seems more confident in her location. The air actually becomes a little bit cleaner. Seems to... The sort of stench of sewer seems to dissipate, at least a small amount. And ahead, you see what appears to be a light glimmering from around a bend. And she turns to you and sort of holds her finger up to her mouth, going, "Shh. This is where their meeting hall is, right up here." How would y'all like to approach it?
Hold up, I'm gonna roll myself something.
How's she behaving?
Holy fuck.
She seems nervous.
Okay. Back is daydreaming.
Mike, are you okay?
I just rolled a 5, and that's one of my highest rolls.
Boy, get off of me. Yeah.
So, Bex, he's just walking.
He's like just humming to himself.
How far down are these lowered recesses?
Currently...
Hang on, I gotta deal with my fucking cat.
Kill it.
Smack that cat.
Go away.
Smack that pussy.
Currently, it's sort of dependent on how you're approaching it. Like I said, technically this whole area is around a corner, so your characters haven't seen it yet. But you've just seen light coming from it, a faint light. But would you like to stick your head around and have a look?
Stick my head around and have a look.
That's probably a good idea for you to do, since you're not carrying a fucking lantern with you.
And I have dark vision.
Exactly.
What do I see, Colin? You want me to roll perception?
Sure, yes.
Yes.
Not a plus 74.
So you see everything. You see the entire plot line of the campaign.
You can either take the 13 and add 4, or take the real roll, the 6 plus 4.
We can take the
whichever.
13 and add 4.
Okay.
It's no big deal. Sticking your Hemlig, as you sort of stick your head around, you can see the tunnel opens up into what appears to be a rather sizable chamber that is filled with pits of what appears to be disgusting ichor that is draining down through drains in the floor. It pours in from the ceiling above in some sort of vast brown waterfall, each one falling into these like septic sewer holding areas as it is draining away. There are 4 torches on the wall casting dim light, just enough light that you can see at the far end of the room are 4 men in hoods, covered in dirt and grime, each of them armed with rapiers and hand crossbows. And that's what you see. And of course, at the far end, there is a door.
Do they see us?
They do not. It appears to be these torches right here are only casting dim light, and after that, it's complete pitch black darkness.
I'm sorry, after what point?
At
The aura.
At the end of the aura, it's darkness.
Okay, so
you can
like
see,
here,
yeah, right there.
you can't see anything here?
Right now,
Dark.
right there, you're in darkness. You can make stealth checks to be hidden. They could
So they
theoretically hear you, but they can't see
Can't
you.
see us. Okay.
Unless you like carrying a light source with you, then they can see you.
Nah, Bulwark would rely on Hemlock for that.
So currently,
Is this Aubrey
yes.
Yep.
with the book? Okay. I want to try and get over here.
All right, go ahead and make a stealth check for me. Unless you're not trying to be stealthy.
No, I'll be stealthy.
All right.
That is a. I forgot. I'm not stealthy. That is an 8.
As you approach, sort of moving towards the edge of the dim light of the extruded by the torch, you see the two bandits on this side turn their heads. One of them saying, "Do you hear something over there?" And this one up here is going to start walking in your direction.
1 second, guys.
I'm destroying this monster that grenade and I because it keeps killing her because it's carving something up.
You gotta heal her.
Ooh.
Alright, sorry, I'm back.
He is walking in this direction, like on a patrol.
About to get a stealth kill. Alright, I'm gonna stand here. Can I prepare an action if we haven't rolled initiative yet?
Yeah.
We have not rolled for initiative.
Can I prepare an action without initiative being rolled?
Yeah, you can get ready to do something. Everybody else,
Yeah.
you can get in position because he's just.
If this individual, the guy that's coming towards me, gets into this square, I want to grapple him and cover his mouth.
Okay.
If he doesn't bring light with him, if he brings light with him, I'm gonna move.
What is everybody else doing?
I'm gonna cast Prestidigitation. I always pronounce it wrong. Fuck you.
That's okay.
Actually, not that.
We're a group that
Thaumaturgy.
pronounces everything wrong, so it's fine.
Sorry, it's Thaumaturgy, not Prestidigitation. I'm going to. No. All right, never mind. I thought I got it wrong. I do have the spells mixed up, and one has a 10-foot range, the other has a 30, so I can't do that.
Alright, hold on.
I was gonna use Prestidigitation to snuff out all the torches, but they're only 30 feet. That's only a 10-foot range, not a 30 feet, which is.
I'm going to make one roll on roll 20. And dear Lord, if I get below a 5 again.
It's gonna be I bet it's gonna be a 20. Well, I was wrong.
That is above a 5.
It is above a 5 though.
I mean, it's still low. It's not a 5. Okay. I noticed that have stopped in front of me and I do not run in. That's what I'm doing. I have now realized people have stopped.
Great.
All right.
What is Aubrey doing?
Aubrey is behind Himlig. She still has her hand up to her mouth, going like making a motion to be quiet.
Okay.
I just realized, Colin. Can we assume to have taken a short rest during this time where we had gotten there, because I have no spell slots, so I can use an arcane recovery to have some for this.
I'll allow it. You did spend some time in Toman's tinctures and tonics talking with her. That's a lot of teas right there. But yeah, sure.
Okay, thank you. Because I just realized that I have like no spell slots.
It's been a long day. All right. So this guy up here, he is going this way. This guy right here is going these two guys are going on patrol. So he's going here. He's going here. All right.
If only you can make the arrows stay. That'd be cool.
I know, right? So he goes 5, 10, 15, 30 to here.
Well, you can draw a line, can't
Well,
you?
yeah, but they're still moving, so I might as well just move them. Well, now you've got an ugly line everywhere. And they do have torches with them that are casting. They're very dim torches. So they are walking as well.
So they all have a dim torch.
Yes, they have a dim torch as well.
Fuck.
And they're moving very casually. They're doing a little more.
What are
like
they wearing?
They are wearing.
I get that they're in robes, but like, do they have armaments?
As they step into the light, you see they do have rapiers and hand crossbows, as well as studded
That's right,
leather armor.
Okay.
They appear to be the quintessential bandit. And one of them says, the guy down here says, "You just hearing things, mate."
I kind of motion. I'm gonna come up here and kind of motion to Bulwark to come down here because I might have a plan. I go up and tell him to meet back here with Beck real fast.
Am I right here in front? Did this guy just like notice us or something?
No, he can't see beyond.
No,
the
he can only see.
He heard us enter the room, I think, right?
He
heard Bulwark.
He heard you
Okay.
moving towards the torches.
Do I need to make another stealth check to come back down here?
Yes, if you want to be unheard.
That's a natural one.
Boy.
You had to have-
I don't know how much noise Bulwark makes because he's wearing trousers and no shoes. Like,
You had to ask.
The guy with the -2 or so, handling the stealth checks, Bulwark, as he approaches forward holding his torch aloft, you bid a rather quick retreat as he walks towards you. However, in your haste, your foot slips over the edge and you just about fall, having to catch yourself. But that's all you really have to do as you make a quiet oof. And the guy up here says, "All right,
Whose footprints are these?
someone's in here." And go ahead and roll initiative.
God damn it, Connor. I had this cool plan where I was going to like make all the lights in here really bright using thaumaturgy to hopefully blind them so we can get like a jump on them.
you could still do that.
I'm good. All right, fine. I'll do that.
Technically, the only one they know is Bulwark right now.
Like Colin, where should I put my piece?
You can finish your movement, but
Okay.
you just alerted them to where you were.
Connor, you know you keep that thing on you.
What thing?
Your piece, you keep that thing.
Aha. Oh my god, I got 3 natural ones in a row. So my initiative is -1.
It's okay. You're daydreaming with Beck.
So they get a 17, 16. Bam. All right. So it's with a -1. I'm gonna predict that Bulwark goes last.
Yep.
Hemlig, what is your initiative modifier?
Bulwark?
Hemlig.
Bulwark's in it?
1.
Oh,
1.
Hemlig's.
So the bandits go before you,
Great.
and then let's see. I guess I do need to technically roll for... With a 2, Aubrey does a little better. Alright. The bandits know that the jig is up. However, currently they're only aware of Bulwark. The bandit up here that heard you says, "There's someone in here! Spread out! Make sure there's no nook left uncovered," as they hold their torches high and begin advancing forward slowly and carefully. That's the fucking torch. That's
The
a
torch
huge
is
torch!
moving.
That torch has gone crazy. Let's move it out the way for a second. Okay. He can move to there. He immediately stops there as his light comes upon Beck and he says, We got someone here!
Boy, you got a license for that warhammer?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's gonna take a dash action. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He gets to there, and he also has a torch. I need to add an ore on him.
Like strong arm push Aubrey back into the walkways.
All right, you do so as she actually sort of starts to make an initial noise, a cry of fright, but you're able to push her back into the walkway, so she is technically off the map. So I'm just gonna set her to the
Then
side.
I'll put my
set her
finger
to the
over
side
her
there.
mouth. I'll put my finger over her mouth and show her to be quiet.
All right, so this guy goes 5, 10, 15, 20. He's going to come to here, 5, and he's going to make a crossbow shot at Beck. You do have a +2 armor class because he is having to shoot past his dude.
Okay.
Shoots the dude in the back of the head and kills him. Yes.
It flies well over you as it looks like the shock of seeing you standing there, as someone actually on the walkways has sent a tremor through him as his crossbow hand shakes slightly and it tips up in the air and it flies probably 5 feet above you.
This crossbow is where Beck notices people.
You're like,
How
wait a
far
second.
down did you say
Someone's
those pits
shooting at
were?
me. How far down is what? The pits are the pits themselves are 10 feet down, but they're draining. Well, the pits are 20 feet down, but the water line is 10 feet down. But they're like draining down, so it goes from 10. It's like a slope of 10 feet to 20 feet to the bottom of the drain.
Okay.
So, and the water is obviously 10 feet deep, except in the middle where it's down to a drain almost. But so that guy moved and shot. This guy moved forward, and he is going to shoot his crossbow also at, or his hand crossbow also at Beck. That is going, and remember you have +2 armor, or no, never mind. He's not shooting for someone. But that is a 17 versus armor class against Beck.
20 AC.
All right, you're easily able to raise your shield and or it deflects off your armor. It goes ting and flies off to the side. So that guy, this guy moved and shot. This guy moved and shot. This guy dashed. This guy just moved, and then he's going to move again. 5, 10, 25. And he just manages to come around the corner to illuminate Beck and Hemlig. But it goes to your turn, Hemlig.
Great. I look at Bulwark and Beck, and I very quickly say, "Close your eyes now."
I will close my
I cast Thaumaturgy on all 3 of the guys' torches here and the 2 torches on the wall. to make them as bright as I possibly can to try.
I like it. They will have to make Constitution saving throws to avoid going blind until the end of their next turn. How about that?
Sounds good.
So they.
I don't know if this guy in the back is. I don't know if this guy would be affected or not because it's just these torches.
Well, we'll say it's just the guys up front.
Yeah. I'm gonna make those torches shine as bright as I can. They're gonna.
All right. We'll say it's a moderate DC. How about DC 13 for the torches? They don't have great
Okay.
constitution. So.
That's my spell.
All right. Let's see. First one. I'm rolling in clockwise order. So this guy got a 13 plus 1 of 14. That guy got a 20. Next guy got a 4. This guy right here at the bottom is blinded as his torch just ignites.
This guy?
This guy down here, yeah. I'm going to mark him. I'm trying to find one that's like, what says blinded?
Yeah, honestly, like, that is one thing that I don't. The Roll20 is like they need to support the free model a bit.
Use the eyes.
We currently have the guy with.
Yeah, just use the eye, the bleeding eye.
He is.
That's
blinded.
the one used for sleep.
He is blind. Oh, okay, yeah, we can use the. You know what? Sleep's good enough. Anything else from Himmelig?
That's my turn because it's an action, and
And you said you made their torches brighter.
Still have a bonus action.
I don't have any bonus actions.
Oh. Okay.
All right, the torches flare to life. We'll say they cast 30 feet of light across the area.
Yep.
Oh, now it's really illuminated. Okay.
Now it's actually pretty bright, and you are Bulwark. You are easily able to see everything in this area.
Okay.
It works two ways. That's my turn. I'm gonna feed the dogs and get something prepared real fast. I'll be right back. Okay.
All right. It goes.
My armor class is 16.
Alrighty. It goes to you, Beck. The torches have flared to life. I almost feel like just getting rid of these auras, because at this point everything is pretty much in bright light. But what would you like to do, Beck? You've had 2 crossbow bolts shot at you. Those jerks.
Alright. How do, like, charge attacks work? Are those even a thing?
Yes, they are.
In 5th edition...
I can't. Colin, we figured out how to do it. Because I pitched a charge to you and you liked it.
In 5th edition, it's sort of hard to say, because they do have a feat that is...
If I remember correctly, the charge that I came up with was a movement with an attack that gives you advantage on the hit, but any attacks you take for the next round are a disadvantage. I think that was it.
Well, the sort of the problem with that is it kind of messes with the action economy of attacks. At this point, you don't really have because there is a charge feat that allows you to charge. Because they don't have a charge in 5th edition. They tied it to a feat instead.
Then I will calmly walk up to this person.
That being said, if you want to charge at him and sort of yell at him and attack him, he might be a little bit off kilter.
Honestly, I'm just gonna smash his head with my hammer. Try to go for a 1.
Alright. Smash his face in.
Okay, that is a 22 to hit.
A
There you go,
22
Mike. You're good.
does strike the bandit, man.
Ooh, and I rolled max damage. I think those are the only actions.
All right. How much damage you do?
11.
All right, 11 points of damage. Okay. The bandit charging forward, he is a little bit taken aback by the sudden flaring of his torch. You are able to charge forward, your weapon held aloft and slashing downwards. You cut through, or you use a warhammer.
Smash.
Yeah, you
Uses a warhammer.
smash
through.
through his pathetic armor, bludgeoning into his shoulder. There is a sickening crack, and you deal 11 points of damage as his arm seems to go a little bit limp. All right.
All right.
After that, it is Aubrey. Aubrey is going to take this. Since you pushed her in the back, she's actually going to take the stealth action. Wow. Aubrey, like, moves back into the shadows, and as soon as she's in the darkness, you have no clue where she is.
Cool.
She is basically a shadow herself, as she crit her stealth check.
Cool.
Alright, and then it goes to you, Bulwark.
Okay, I'm gonna bull rush this guy up here, and I want to try and throw him into the water.
Alright, make an athletics check.
That is a nope. That's probably not gonna do it. That's a 3, 9.
Unfortunately, you are unable to do so, as he is able to hold his ground.
Okay.
Despite the fact that you tower some 2.5 feet above him, he's surprisingly strong and meets your charge with resolution. As you push him back about 3 feet, but are unable to wrench him to the side. But it was a great idea.
I have stick and move, which reads you can use as a bonus action, expend 1 moxie point to shove attack or take the dash action. Could I use that
You want to use the
to do
moxie
that
point?
to try
Shove
it
him.
again?
Yeah, try to shove him over.
Okay. Would that be another athletics check?
Yep, it's just you're pushing him.
Okay. So yeah, I'll try and.
I will say he
Nudge.
did get a 19 on his athletics.
Okay. Sure. Do I need to re-roll another athletics check or just?
Yeah, it's just another opposed one.
That's better. That is a 16.
Not high enough to beat him. Unfortunately, he did roll very high on both. He rolled a 15 and an 18, even with just a +1 strength.
Nice. I rolled a 4 and a 10.
You were despite your valiant effort, you're unable to toss him to the side. It was a good try, though. I like the idea.
Yeah. I'm gonna hold my ground and protect Hemlet.
Alright. After that, it goes to the bandits' turns. This bandit right here, Bulwark, he's gonna try to push you into the shit. So it's
Good luck.
it's an athletic check against you. I don't think he
That is-
beats you.
That is an 11.
He only got a 9. As the two of you are locked, trying to throw each other over the edge.
We're just shoving each other. We're fighting like a bunch of underage idiots in the ghetto. I love it.
Each of you tries to shove each other over. Both of you fail miserably. So that is all this guy is going to do. This guy right here, in front of Beck, is going to try to stab him with his rapier. Beck, it is going to be It's not going to hit you, Beck. Did not roll great. This guy back here is going to shoot a crossbow bolt at you, Beck. You do... Actually, he's going to move 5, 10, 20, 25, 30. So he can have a clear shot at you, and he's going to shoot at you, Beck. Wow, it's another miss. This guy up
Beck
here...
is unimpressed.
This guy down here is going to shoot at Himlig.
Isn't he blind for this turn?
He is, but he can still shoot. He just has disadvantage. He misses Himlig. As the bolt... there is a twang of bowstrings as 2 bolts fly through the air, one at Himlig and one at Beck, but both fly wildly, especially the blind man down at the bottom misses terribly, and the bandit in front of you, his rapier simply clangs off of your armor. That is all they will do, and at the end of the turn it goes to, this guy's no longer blinded. Alright, it goes to Himlig, if Cody is here.
I don't think Cody's back yet.
Himlig takes the delay action to go to the end of the round.
Damn.
Beck, it's your turn.
Alright. I smash this guy with my hammer again, because he's right there. That is a 19 plus 5
That will indeed
for a 24.
hit the lowly bandit. Easily smashing through his studded leather armor.
9 damage.
9 points of damage.
And
He is still standing, although his hand crossbow he had in one hand drops to the ground as he is unable to lift anymore. As you deliver another powerful blow that makes a disgusting cracking sound, separating the joint in his shoulder, causing his arm to hang limp. Anything else from you, Beck?
nope.
She is stealth as shit. Bulwark, you're in a colossal tug of war, a struggle of wills, as this man has tried to push you off and you have tried to push this man off. But it goes to you.
Do I see a ladder under here?
There is not a ladder underneath.
Oh,
You would have to climb the slimy stonework, which is fairly difficult.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna punch him then. I don't want to risk falling in myself. So, first is a natural 20.
An easy hit.
We'll roll for damage on that first. That is... I got a 1 on the d6, so it's 5 damage on the dice. What is it, multiplied by 2? I can't remember. Or no, it's max damage, right?
It's max damage, and since block and tackle aren't a +1 weapon, so you just deal max damage.
Okay, so then 10 for that first hit, and then I'll do the regular second punch. That is an 18 for a total of 24.
That will indeed hit.
And that is a 4 for 8 damage. So 10 on the first, 8 on the second.
Alright. Your powerful fists lurch forward, block and tackle, easily finding their marks as you catch him in the gut, doubling him over. You can feel a couple of ribs crack underneath your bludgeoning blows. And as he is doubled over in pain, your fist comes down on the back of his head, almost knocking him off of his feet. He's hurt pretty badly.
I'm back. I'm sorry.
You delayed your turn.
Since you weren't here, you delayed so you're now at the end of the round.
Sorry, I had to get some queso started and fixed and ready.
That is absolutely fine. And you came back just in time for it to be your turn. You did have a crossbow bolt shot at you by this guy down here, but since he was blind,
Asshole.
he did have disadvantage, so it just flew over your shoulder.
So what's happening here and here? I'm guessing they just charged in and start.
So up here with Bulwark,
They were in a shoving match.
They were in a shoving match, and neither one of them managed to push each other off. So Bulwark just started beating him up. Down here, this guy is he has had a shoulder dislocated and has dropped his hand to crossbow, but he's still wielding rapier. The other two guys are fine. They're still plugging away with hand crossbows. And it's your turn.
What would be the best way to do this?
At this point, the room's just light, so no need for those.
I'm gonna cast a web right here in the middle. Right here.
Yeah.
To entangle both of these guys in it.
Alright, what's the dimensions of the web?
It's a 20-foot cube, so if I put it right here, it'll go all around right here. I'm guessing there's a ceiling here.
Yes, the ceiling is 20 feet high, so it'll rise to the ceiling.
Okay, perfect.
Jesus.
I'm just gonna shot web all over right there.
Great.
20. All right. This area is all webbed up. All right. What is the exact wording of spells? They have to make a strength saving throw.
Let me look at it. Difficult terrain, lightly obscure the area.
Okay.
Each creature that starts its turn or enters during their turn must make a dexterity saving throw. On a fail, they're restrained, and they can use a strength check to break free of it.
All right. Well, if you anything else?
I have nothing else, so I'm gonna kind of come here to stand right here, right behind Beck.
All right.
With my shield out and ready.
All right. And it goes to them. They do start their turn in it, so they do have to make the strength saving throw. Let's see how they do.
Well, if they start in it, they can make a if they start their turn in it, they have to make a dex saving throw to be restrained if they start their turn in the web.
You should have let me make the strength saving throw. They're a lot better at dex.
Well, that is what it says. If they're restrained, they can use their action to make a strength check.
Let's see what their dex rolls are. Bad.
Shit.
Also bad. Too bad.
So they're all restrained.
They are restrained. That being said, this guy is still. Despite being restrained, he is able to make a attack at Beck with his rapier because he doesn't have to move. I don't think that's gonna hit hit you. I don't think that's gonna hit you, Beck. This guy right here is going to use his crossbow attack. Unable to move because he's restrained, but he will shoot at Bulwark. That is going to be only going to be a 14 versus armor class, though.
My armor class is 15.
Boy, their rolls are not good today. This guy right here is going to turn the corner. He will also make a crossbow. 5, 10, 15. He'll move here. He will also make a crossbow bolt attack into Beck's backside. That is going to be a 16 versus armor class against, or not Beck, Bulwark. Shooting up here at Bulwark.
How much was that?
16 versus armor class.
Got it.
Alright. And this guy right here is going to make, he's going to try to push you in, Bulwark. He's still on that.
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to push you in.
That's an opposed roll, right?
Yes, he only got a 9.
I got a natural 20.
Alright. He's like pushing up against.
Can I use a cross counter to try and throw him in?
Unfortunately, or is that a reaction?
It is a reaction. It uses 2 moxie points. It usually reduces the damage, and if I reduce the damage to 0, I can make an unarmed strike.
I think I'll allow it. With the crits and with you spending moxie points, yeah. You know what? You're just gonna as he's just pushing up against you, like pressing up against a stone wall. His feet are like, it's like he's Michael Jackson moonwalking as his feet just find no purchase, and you're easily able to just toss him off the side as he lands with a splash down here. However, this guy did hit you before then, so he deals. You take 5 points of piercing damage from the bow and 6 points of sneak attack damage.
Oh. Which damage?
So it's 5 plus 5 from the bow, the piercing damage, and then 6 attack from the sneak attack damage. Because that guy was in melee range with you whenever he made his attack.
That's fine. I just wanted to make sure I heard it right. Okay.
So not a lot, but some. And that is it for them. Goes to Beck. There's a huge sticky web in front of you, and this man is restrained by it.
All the better to smash him with. Do I get advantage?
I'll allow it. I'm not sure what if restrained allows it, but
Nat 20 on the first roll, anyways.
I like it. I like the web so much that it's gonna do it. Because
max damage would be 11.
Battlefield control spells, Cody. So max damage
would be 11.
11 points of damage. Alright, you raise your warhammer high as this man is trying to escape, and you bring it down, and there's a terrible crunch as it lands on the top of his crown, his skull caving inwards, splattering you with blood as his body falls limp and he falls dead amongst the web. He is super dead.
Is this spot here covered in web?
It is 5, 15, everything. It is
So this, basically this cube, anything 10 feet from this point is covered in web.
Because it should be there, so it should be covered in web.
You have a pretty high strength, so.
I did try to make it look like.
Yeah, I was thinking I might just leap over to here.
But yeah, there you go. You could try.
All right, I'm going to try to leap.
Make an
from where I am.
All right, make an acrobatics check. 13. I'll say, that's good enough to at least get to about there. Yeah.
All right. And then I just ready my shield.
All right. After that, I need to make an attack roll. With a 15, Aubrey appears and throws a knife at this guy down here as it flies through the air and just catches him right across the face, opening up a gash in his cheek. And she, after that, it's fine. She's going to move behind you, Bulwark. And then it goes to you.
Aubrey is?
Yes, she threw a dagger at the guy and then ran behind you.
I'm gonna walk up and attack this dude. Wait, hang on. What's guy in the water doing?
Guy in the water, he is not currently doing anything. It hasn't been his turn.
Okay.
He's just
Cool.
sort of
I'll go.
floundering right now.
This guy is dead.
Yes.
Yep.
I'm gonna try and knock this guy about. First is another natural 20.
God dang.
So
Roll the
10.
crits.
And then another one is a 16.
That will indeed hit.
8. So another 18 damage.
Another 18 damage.
Yep.
All right, if you deal that, he is just
I wanna
barely standing.
tell him as I'm punching him that his friend's drowning.
He says,
Yeah.
"He ain't no friend of mine."
All right.
Well, there you go, Connor.
Then I'll punch the second time.
And then it goes.
You
to
can drown if you want to, but you ain't no friend of mine.
Wee-da-woo. Himmling, it's your turn. There is a
Hey.
dude that is in the water, like floundering. There's Bulwark has just ran up and like smacked the dude upside the head, and Beck just took a flying leap in right across the water into the face of another bandit.
That was pretty metal.
He
When
did,
the webs burn,
I would say he did technically take a flying leap into your web, but that doesn't really matter because he did make the landing, and I honestly don't think Beck would care about being restrained next to the dude.
Nope. I think
so
the dude
when
would
web
care.
burns,
I'm
It
not
says
trapped
it
in the web
burns
with you. You're
like-
trapped in the web with me.
it says it burns in a 5-foot cube. So technically, just the cube he's standing in would burn if that's what. So if I cast Firebolt at this guy, is there a chance it would catch the web too and burn the web?
There's certainly a chance.
Okay, because I don't want to accidentally get Beck on fire either. But I'm gonna Firebolt this guy. I'll move right here to get a little bit closer.
All right.
That's a 12.
That'll hit.
And does
How much damage does it do? Because you cut out for me there for a second.
it does 5.
Okay. There we go. All right. You cast it, and the web catches alight and begins to burn underneath him. He screams in agony, Beck, as he reaches out, almost begging you to pull him out of the fire. What? Is there anything else from Himlik?
That's my turn.
All right. He says, "Please don't let me die in here. I don't want to burn in this web." As the flames lick up his leathery boots, he is going to strength check.
The burning flame does 2d4 at the start of his turn.
Okay. It deals 2d4 damage, and he is going to try. He's going to make the strength. Try to make the strength check to get out of.
And if it does hit, it's 4 damage.
Well, it automatically hits because
Okay.
he's just taking the damage. But he does succeed on his strength saving throw to move out of it. So he got a 16 plus 1, a 17. You know what? Let me, just get these out of here. Alright, he does manage to break free from it. He's gonna take an opportunity attack from Beck. As he runs. He just runs.
That is a 12.
12 does not hit. So he moves from there 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. That's as far as he can get since he had to use an action to break free from the web. Let's see. This guy's dead. This guy is going to try to climb up the rock. He does manage to do so. He comes out on dripping wet on the other side of Aubrey, who sort of falls back, a look of terror in her eyes. This guy right here is going to attack Bulwark with a rapier, but it's gonna miss. Alright, and then it goes to you, Beck. You start your turn in the web, technically.
Yep. I will. Let's see. I'm going to cast Sleep up here so that this guy is included, but
Alright. Do it. Roll your dice. What is it? Something D8?
5d8.
5d8? He has already been pretty significantly damaged. It should not be too hard to put him to sleep.
oh, okay, here we go. 6, 8 is. There are my rolls. That's 10, 18, 19, 24.
More than enough to put this man to sleep as he climbs out, is managing to scramble up the disgusting, slimy stonework from the cesspool that he fell into. He climbs up behind Aubrey and has his rapier drawn, sort of moving back, ready to stab this young girl in the back. He swoons. He sort of stands still for a moment, his head nodding low, and he sort of snaps awake for a second, but then his head once again falls low, and he just falls face first on the ground next to Aubrey, who takes a step back as he is definitely passed out. Under the...
I yell over, just push him off the edge.
Drowned in his ass.
Do we want to
Hurt this motherfucker.
Do we want to talk to him?
Do we want to kill all the people first?
Oh, I thought he was the last guy. I'm sorry.
No.
I mean, you're in the middle of fighting someone.
My map is scrolled down, so I only saw the one guy.
It does go to...
No, there's 3 living people.
Okay.
Just like real life.
It does go to her turn, and since you did say push his ass off, it tries to push his ass off into the water, his unconscious form. Barely manages to do so as he falls face first into the cesspool. And that's sort of swirling around as he's sort of slowly swirling, much like a turd in a toilet. He's just swirling downwards, till he hits the drain, face first in water, and it's pretty obvious he will drown. That being said, it goes to Bulwark. So
This episode, Beck convinces a young girl to murder someone.
Beck convinces the young girl to drown someone. It goes to you, Bulwark. This guy down here is pretty beat up.
I want to try and make a grapple check.
Alright, he will use his acrobatics to try to resist.
I got a 16.
He got a 17.
Dang.
He is able to elude your grasp. As you try to wrap your arms around him, but he slides through his... you catch little more than his hood, managing to yank it off of him, revealing a shock of sandy, dirty blonde hair beneath. Anything else?
That's me. I don't have any bonus action.
Hemlig.
I look to Beck. I'm gonna stay here. I'm gonna just keep hurling firebolts, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hurl a firebolt at this guy that Bulwark.
All right, hurl a firebolt at him. Well, sometimes you have good days, and sometimes you have bad days. As with a natural 1, Bulwark has to almost dive down to the ground as it just arches right over his head, almost hitting him, and slams into the stony wall, showering the pair with sort of little slivers of rock and muck. It was a good try, though. Anything
He's so
else?
bad at combat.
I'm gonna start moving to. Let's see. Here, see if I can try to cut this guy off ahead.
Hell yeah, brother.
And I do technically end my turn in the web, so let me see if I am unrestrained.
How'd it go?
No wonder. Yep, I'm unrestrained.
Alright, it's going to go to the bandits. Bandit number 1. This dude is drowning in the water, so he's not doing anything. This guy right here, he's gonna try to stab Bulwark with his rapier. Not gonna
They
stab.
keep trying.
Not gonna stab Bulwark with his
They keep
rapier.
fucking up.
This guy right here is going to take the dash action, so it was 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 5,
Trying to get away.
10, 15. And he starts slamming on the heavy iron doors like, no! So he starts slamming on the heavy iron doors like, open up, we're under attack here!
That's less than I need.
I dropped my mouse on the ground and I cannot reach it. It's underneath my table.
Into the wall.
I got it. That is all he can do, though, as he used his action to dash and start slamming on the door. The door does not open. Alright, let me get everything back in place. Okay, there we go. That's all they've got, though. It goes to Beck.
Beck's gonna try to break free of the web.
I want to break free. You're unrestrained.
You gotta see if you're restrained or not. Yeah.
But you do start your turn there, so you have to just
So I rolled a 17. What am I adding to it?
what was it?
Dexterity.
Dexterity, because you're starting your turn in it.
You're fine.
You're fine because the 17's higher than his, so you're unrestrained.
So can I move through the web, or do I have to leave the web?
You can only have to roll to see if you start or end your turn in the web.
Yeah, so you're fine to move through it.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Perfect.
5. Oh, and I'm gonna give him a.
Give him a smack on.
That is a 4.
A 4?
14.
14. Okay, I heard the 4 part. A 14 is enough to hit these lowly bandits.
That is 9.
All right. 9 points. Go. All right, he's still standing. However, as he's beating on the door furiously, yelling for the whoever's behind to let him in, you charge up and slam your warhammer into his back as he collapses against the door. Anything else from Beck?
That's me.
All right. So, it goes to Aubrey. She is going to pick up a rock and to throw it at the bandit down here that is engaged with Bulwark. She does manage to hit. A couple points of damage. Bulwark, a rock flies over your shoulder and slams into the bandit's face as you look over and see that Aubrey has thrown a rock at him, and it goes immediately to you.
Okay. I'm gonna. So the guy in the water, both asleep and in the water.
He's drowned. He's drowning pretty bad. He is asleep and in the water, face down.
Got it. Okay. So I can't reach the other guy, so I'm gonna punch this dude really well and hope Beck can pull it off. That is a 12.
A 12 total?
Yes.
Does not hit.
For the first hit. I'm guessing that's a miss.
It is indeed a miss.
Okay. Next hit is a 21.
That is a hit.
That is 8 damage.
8 points of damage. You easily are able to dispatch this man. He is already wounded, hurt, favoring one side of his face as a rock has just flown into it. He's off kilter. Your hand finds his gut, doubling him over as it makes contact, breaking several ribs, and you basically take your hand and swat him to the side, throwing him into the water below as he dies. He falls in and collapses. He's dead. He's dead. He collapses,
Cool.
falls in dead.
I am going to run 1, 2, 3, 6. Actually, no. I'm gonna go this way. 1, 2, 3, 4.
All right.
That's me.
Dispatching him, you begin sprinting around the corner. Hemlig, it's down to you.
1, 2, 3, 4. This guy's still alive?
He
just got
is.
hit in the back of the head with the warhammer?
He is indeed.
Alright. I'm gonna do what I can to try to... I don't think that's gonna work as I think it will. I'm firebolt. I did a 10. That's not very...
Not good enough to hit. Unfortunately, as you raise your hands and a fiery arc of energy flies forth, it impacts just above his shoulder, slamming into the iron doors with a loud twang! Anything else from you?
I'm gonna boom right behind Beck.
Alright, it goes to the bandit's turn. He is slamming his hands against the door saying, "Please let me in, you can't leave me out here, they killed Jim and Terry!" But whenever the doors don't open, seemingly resigned to his fate, he turns and he stabs at Beck with his rapier. That is a crit.
Jesus.
Alright.
It's not.
Suck it,
It's
Beck.
not too bad. You take
I'll be right back. I need more liquor.
You take 11 points of piercing damage.
Alright, Beck looks fine.
But you are. But that's all he can do. Is it goes immediately to you, Beck. This dude just stabbed you in the gut with a rapier.
Yeah. I try to grab his rapier and then just smash his face.
All right, roll an attack roll.
That is a 17
An easy hit.
and an 11 damage.
Ooh. The metal girding on your hand allows you to easily grasp the rapier that is currently buried in your gut. As you sort of are able to pull it out, and with it's still in your hand, you take your warhammer and slam the guy upside the head, knocking him senseless. However, he does manage to regain some composure. He is still alive. As it goes to technically Aubrey.
This dude's taking it like a champ. I'll give him that.
I mean, he's been smacked around a lot. He's barely standing, but he is still standing. Aubrey is going to take the hide action in the darkness, because by this point all the torches down here have been extinguished. But she is not very stealthy at all. She is going to move back into the tunnel,
Into the void.
basically. And it goes to Bulwark.
If I were to run past this, is this a torch or a brazier?
It's a torch.
It's a torch.
Just a torch.
Can I just, if I yank it off the wall, will that be an action?
No, you can just grab it.
Okay. So I want to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then I want to snuff that torch out by like just smacking my hand into it.
Oh,
And then,
which torch? This torch right here, smacking it.
yeah, I'm literally like ripping it off the,
All right,
bring it,
and you're snuffing it, or you're taking it with you.
stuffing it.
Okay. You are easily able to just knock it down and quickly snuffing it as you run past.
1, 2, 3, 6, and I'll grab this one.
All right, and you're grabbing that one to take with you.
Yep.
All right. So now you have the 15-foot radius. fast.
Connor, just make an aura on yourself, 15 foot.
I made it
Can
on
I do
him.
that?
I made it
Oh,
on
okay.
him. There you go. All right.
Ha! I am Bulwark, the Lightbringer.
Anything else?
No, I mean, that was a dash for me. That's all I got.
Hemlig, you
Yes.
are ready to finish the job.
I am. I'm not.
What did you roll?
Port and dice.
You do have portents.
I'm not wasting that just to hit.
You don't want to waste your crit on this lowly bandit that's already almost dead?
Yeah. Ah. We're in the trying to hit game right.
Well, anything else from Hemlig?
Huh, this is sad and pathetic, and I feel sorry for the three of them.
Speaking of, now that I'm on it, there is for the people that use the D&D Beyond character sheets, there is apparently an extension you can get in Chrome that works with Roll20 to use your D&D Beyond character in it.
Cool.
That's cool.
You have to look it up.
I was talking to a buddy of mine for the other campaign that I'm doing, and he said that you can get the Character Mancer to work for free.
I mean, I haven't messed with it too much, but if you want to mess with it and figure it out, you can.
I'm just worried if I won't be able to since I'm not the GM.
Because I haven't messed with it.
But it was pretty neat, because you can just click your ability and it'll automatically...
Because I have not made characters, because I don't have any characters to make. I've got them all on paper. But if there's not anything else from Hemlig, it goes to Bandit Man.
Jesus, how can he stay alive for
His
so
lowly
long?
bandit, who
Like
is now...
the scene in Austin Powers where what's his name gets him thrown in the fire. I'm not actually dead, I'm just very badly burned.
He takes the hilt of his rapier and slams it into the iron door, saying, "Please let me in!" And the door does not open. And he turns to you, Beck, and he just throws his rapier down and holds
And
up
crits him again.
He holds up his hands and said, "No more, please. I'm at your mercy." As it goes
Call him off.
to you, Beck.
Does he have a symbol of Vecna on him?
Roll a perception check.
That is an 11.
Not that you see.
Alright.
Does... No, it's not my turn.
We can sort of go.
I'll look at the door briefly
All right.
and kind of grab him by like the
Scruff of his...
right, right around his neck area, and then like
Yeah.
He does not resist you at all. Much like a puppy being carried around by its mother, you just are easily able to drag him to the door. He says,
where's the key for this?
"It's not a key, it's a password, but I was slamming on the door. By now he knows you're coming."
Well, that's unfortunate for you.
Oh, this guy's about to die. He said the wrong fucking
I can unlock the door for you, it's still locked.
Is there like a slot in the door or something?
There is a slot in the door to open up.
From the outside?
Not from the outside, from the inside.
Okay, so I can't open the slot.
No. Unless you want to... You might be able to, like, force it open, but it would take a hell of an athletics roll.
Hello, my name is Bulwark. Hell of an athletics roll.
At this point, you are outside of combat, so everyone can kind of do whatever they want.
I kind of see what Bulwark was going for, and I'm gonna prestidigitation the torches up here and snuff them out.
Okay, so now I am blind.
No, Bulwark has a torch.
All right. You run to the torch.
But I'm snuffing the rest of them.
You move and you snuff out the torches. Snuff the torches.
It's cool.
If I can press the right
I'll
button.
stay near you, Beck. I'm also blind without the torches.
All right, but
Okay,
you can.
I'm going to drag this guy down here away from the door.
All right.
So I'm going to try to trade places with Bulwark and have the guy behind us away from the door.
All right, he is.
Where's Aubrey?
Aubrey is. She went and hid back in the tunnels. She's still technically hiding.
I'm gonna ask him what's behind the door.
And you do have control over this bandit man now.
Okay. Yeah. Wait, are we still in front of the door?
Yes, you are
Yes.
still standing in front of the door.
There's 2 rectangles on the wall. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm dragging him away from the door.
Okay. He says, "It's just the workshop back there."
I want to make sure this guy's dead. Is he moving?
He
They're
is.
fucking dead.
I mean, he's moving in like a swirling formation, but he's definitely dead.
He's been not breathing for.
He's been face down in water for long enough that he's definitely drowned, and the sort of drain
By
is
the
just
way,
sort of.
Bulwark is holding this torch wrong. He's holding it like a maglite flashlight, so the fire is as far away from him as possible.
All
Like,
right.
he's holding it like a sword.
Okay. He is definitely dead. In fact, the water in this cistern is beginning to rise a bit as this man is clogging up the drain.
Gross. That's really gross.
I mean,
Actually, I'm gonna go fuck through this guy's possessions.
Actually, hold on. Do these doors look waterproof?
Waterproof.
not
Mike,
really-
I do not like what you're insinuating.
rolling in,
If we were to throw some bodies on every drain,
roll an intelligence check.
How is a door waterproof? What does that mean?
Like, is it a perfect seal? The answer is
that is
likely.
a 5.
They
I can't do anything RP today. I can only.
they may very well be waterproof.
Beck the Hammer.
But you're
Lackman.
unsure. But then at the same time, how many doors are completely waterproof that you know of? Not too many. And these are pretty simple iron doors, so they might hold some of the water back, but there'd probably be cracks and creases that water would go through.
Is there another way out of that room back there?
It goes deeper into the sewers.
Deeper, so it goes down.
It goes to the second level of the sewers. The sewers built in tiers, you see. 3 layers. The third layer is almost like an aqueduct that leads out to the Arcanum Sea.
What's this guy got on him? Anything of note?
Roll a perception check.
Perception or investigation?
Just perception, because you're not trying to figure anything out about him. You're just trying to see if he has any hidden stuff.
Gotcha. That is a 21.
Sort of patting him down, he has a rapier, he has a crossbow, a hand crossbow, leather armor. You find a pouch at his side that has 5 gold pieces. On his left finger, ring finger, is a golden band. And as you are searching them, you do find a secret pocket in his leather armor on the inside that is worth has like a stash of 10 gold pieces.
Okay, so how much gold was that total?
13 gold pieces total and a golden band.
14.
So a fair amount of money.
Got it. Okay, I'm gonna put the torch down on the ground
Yep.
over here,
All right, let me.
and then I'm going to. Sorry, you can just leave it. I'm gonna pick it up in a second. This
Okay.
is just for theater of the mind purposes. I'm gonna put the torch down over here. I'll move Bulwark so that, and then I'm gonna drag this body
Yeah, these
towards
webs.
this wall.
Are these webs gone, Cody?
Can they be dismissed?
Yeah, can you just dismiss these webs? Is he alive?
Cody.
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 Did you fade again?
He's making
Brandon,
queso.
BRB 1 minute.
Brandon Stark, King of King's Landing.
The webs are gone. He dismisses them.
So I'm gonna put the torch down over here, and then I want to drag this individual to this wall, and I'm gonna tell Aubrey to equip herself, and I'm gonna do it silently, because I don't know if this guy knows she's here.
Equip herself with what? The armor and the rapier.
Whatever she feels comfortable grabbing. Like
She takes the hand crossbow. And she has to almost wield it like a heavy crossbow. She's 10 years old, so she's still pretty small. She does
Sure.
not take the rapier or the armor. It's far too large for her.
Is there a dagger?
There was not a dagger on him.
I can give her a dagger that I have,
She
has something to protect
She
herself.
did throw a knife, however. However, the knife she threw is in this guy down there.
Leaving this guy's body over here, I'm gonna tell her to stay here, and then I'm going to walk back up and pick up the torch.
Alright. She arms herself with the crossbow, and that's it.
I'm gonna tell her to stay out of sight, rather.
Alright, and she'll stay out of sight. I just have her on the map. Well,
Yeah, you're fine.
she stays out of sight. She appears for 1 second and comes back.
She flies across the room. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna pick up on what Beck's saying. I'm gonna chuck this guy into this cistern,
Alright.
and then I will rejoin the fellows.
That's just...
Or I want to stand over here.
Alright. But all three of these cisterns are beginning to sort of rise. This one is actually right here. The first one that was clogged is actually risen up to the top of the 10-foot top here, and is starting to spill over with disgusting sewage water that is pouring in from the ceiling above.
I didn't need that. Damn it.
Alright, but Beck, this
Yes.
guy is completely within your control. He says, I'm sorry, but I hit at the door. By now they've already run lower. They've gone to the second level. But I can get the door open. I can pick the lock. Please just let
Do
me
it.
go.
And if I'm going to watch him pick this lock, and if I think he's trying to jam the lock, I'm just gonna crack his head open.
Roll an insight check.
Yeah, don't break the lock, then we'll never get through.
Natural 20.
He is clearly, desperately doing everything he can to get this lock open.
Okay.
It doesn't seem like it seems like he has one desire. He is beaten. He is bloodied. He has a total of
He has a wife and 3 kids.
He has
this was his
one
last day
hit
on the
point
job.
left. He was 3 days from retirement. He moves up to the door and he's like picking the lock, and it takes him. The door is like it's not like a padlock on the door. It's like an inlaid lock, and it takes him a little while, but eventually there is a click as he does manage to get the door unlocked. And he says, "Please, just let me go. I ain't never gonna come to these sewers again. I swear it."
I toss him to bulwark, and then I'm gonna crack open.
You toss the guy to bulwark?
He's alive.
Okay, I'm gonna pistol whip him with the back of my hand. Or actually, no, I'll hold him by the scruff of his neck and smack his head against the wall to knock him out.
All right,
Non-lethal.
non-lethal damage. I will say you don't have to roll that or anything. It's just you just do it. At this point, he's in no place to resist. As you take him and pop his head up against the side of the stony wall, and he falls
I'm
unconscious.
gonna hold him against my waist like a knapsack, and just hold him there in case we had to wake him up again.
All right.
This episode of D&D, Beck is fucking pissed.
It's true.
And it's the only thing he can do.
Beck,
Beck's angry about all those perception rolls.
you go to
I
the
can't believe I let myself start daydreaming.
you go to the heavy iron doors, and they push up against them, and he is as good as his word. The lock is no longer in place as it eases open on its
It
hinges.
farts on us.
And we will take a break right here because I have to go pee.
Okay.
Alright.
Hey, Colin, I have a question.